G'day viewers, this is Troy from Troy's Digital Arts channel. Here's my latest update with my restoration progress with my late 50s His Master's Voice F5A6 telly. In the last video I was showing you that I'm in the process of rewiring the vertical section of the telly to John's modification fixed circuit for a failed blocking oscillator transformer. Well, anyway, I've now pretty much completed it, and I've traced out as I went, and I rechecked and marked out as I went. So in red, that's my tracing as I modified the circuit, and in blue is my rechecking to make sure everything's wired up properly. So that's all done now. I was actually going to switch the set on, but I'm at the moment a little bit confused about what's going on here on the other side of those transformer windings. So that is transformer T5, and that's the other transformer which goes to the vertical deflection on the secondary side. Now the wiring is different, looks radically different to that of as illustrated in the circuit diagram here, and as this modification circuit is used for a range of different TV chassis, I think John told me. I think this is actually used for F1 chassis, but I'm modifying an F5 chassis. So I am not sure whether I have to actually modify the I'm guessing they're the secondary sides of the transformers. Well, I think they are the secondary sides of the transformers. I'm not sure if I have to modify the outputs to the given schematic here, or I don't know if I'm meant to modify them or not, but I'm going to send John an email and ask him. I'm not going to switch the set on yet, because if I have to do those mods, then if I switch the set on, it's going to probably cause some problems. Don't know to what extent. But anyway, for now, I'm just gonna just talk about what I've done. Well, anyway, so yeah, I've rewired it, checked it and everything. And as said in the previous videos, the original hack job done to the set to get it working, the modification, it has some similarities to John's circuit, but there are a fair number of differences. But anyway, this is the rewiring. As I said, I've replaced capacitors in my previous video. I've generally replaced a lot of resistors and capacitors, and done some rewiring. Anyway, yeah, there is a couple of concerns. One thing, I had to replace the 680 ohm resistor with a 470 ohm resistor, and they need to be high powered because this resistor runs very, very hot at 680 ohms. So, and replacing it with a 470 ohm, that means more current's going to go through and it's going to run even hotter. So that's a 7 watt resistor, 470 ohm. I hope that that's enough to for it not to overheat. Another concern too is looking at the diagram here. At the output of that 10k resistor, it's going straight to the the sync separator valve. Now in the original circuit, you've got a 47 nanofarad and a 150k resistor going through to pin 6 of the sync separator valve. And in the modification circuit, those two, the capacitor and the resistor, are non-existent. So I've put a bypass lead, bypassing the capacitor and the resistor there. Also, there is a 33k resistor going to ground along the path, which I've added here. Yeah, I'm just a bit concerned that I'm a little bit concerned that those two components might have to be left in, but I don't know. I'll ask John about that. I'm just a little bit concerned about that when I have to bypass components. Also, I noticed that I think I mentioned this in a previous video. Pin 6 of the vertical output valve originally had a along the transformer here. There was at one end there was originally a capacitor and a couple of resistors going across the two transformer windings into pin 6 of the vertical output valve. Well, in this circuit there is none there, so I've removed those. Also, there was meant to be an 80 microfarad capacitor going to ground as well, which there isn't on this one, so I've removed the lead connecting to it. I'm actually not sure if that's meant to be left in as well, but well, I'm pretty much going according to the circuit given here, so I'll just have to. Well, I'll ask John anyways. I'm just a little bit curious about removing some of these components. There's also meant to be a link going across that transformer to pin number 7 as well, which there isn't. Anyway, yeah, that's so those are some of the circuitry differences there. Then again, the circuit's already been modified and rewired previously. Anyway, I'm going in circles here, but anyway, yeah. So yeah, that's the circuitry pretty much rewired, different components in, and all that. I'm pretty much eager to switch the set on, but yeah, I just got to find out about the outputs of these transformers first, and also my queries about some of the bypassed and removed parts. Alright, that's enough of me rambling on about this set. Stay tuned for my next update. I'll know for sure if I have to do any further mods, and if not, I'll be switching the set on and seeing if we get a nice decent picture. Stay tuned for that. This is Troy from Troy's Digital Arts channel signing out.